the playstyle, he makes a lot of space, and
Right.
he also like never does poorly, which is, I think, as an offlaner, those are the quality that you want to look for.
Prepare for battle.
Well, we'll see how he's going to be able to deal with a Outworld Devourer in his lane. If he does choose to go for that, they could try to dodge,
By the way,
but it looks like, yeah.
they're messing up this cog thing again.
Oh, I didn't even. I forgot to check.
Yeah,
Well, what's the time?
They're at 4 right now.
3 o'clock.
they're 4 right
They're
now.
at 4.
You shouldn't be at 4. You should be either at 3, 6, or 9. All right.
Right. Let's see here. 12 o'clock. The old 12 o'clock. I'm a fan of 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock.
I'm just disappointed. How do you not practice this? This is like basic shit.
It's okay. Then maybe they'll go for your strategy on EHOME, like we were suggesting last time we saw the strategy, which was you counter all these initial souls by just roaming on him super early on. Although, there is no smoke on side of EHOME, so it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not.
And Dire even got some good wards out, although this Dire ward, I don't know
This
if
one solved
SRF
this
was
one.
able to successfully play it. Okay, yeah,
Yes.
so he wasn't under smoke.
So they get D-ward. Yeah, in fact, SRF drops a sentry for the Shadow Fiend as well, or for whoever. Looks like Clock has it. So
The battle.
this is not a good look already for EHOME. Puck is gonna get wrecked in the mid lane.
Well, we'll see how much help Terran gives, but even though, yeah, an Earthshaker cannot help as much as a Clockwork, that's for sure. So Old Chicken's definitely gonna have a tough time.
Actually, base damage wise, Old Chicken has 70. Shadow Fiend has 73. So it's not terrible. It's just that it just gets worse. As you know, obviously,
Right.
as he gets more
You
damage.
need to establish an advantage early on against a Shadow Fiend. That's like the textbook way to deal with him. And you're getting zoned out with Cogs.
Ooh.
Oh, he doesn't even get to farm it.
Nice.
Oh, the plays.
Good denies. All right, he shows orb, so no face.
I think not.
Ooh, getting some denies in. Okay. All right, how's our top lane looking? Because I think this is the most interesting lane. You got a farming Fate BN and a Visage. Now the problem with Visage in a lane composition like this is that he has 0 base armor. He doesn't have cloak, so super trading right hits with him. Well, whenever this Grave Chill is not on him is quite good.
True, but once he gets a point in cloak, it's gonna get a little bit easier. The only thing.
Ooh.
Oh, nice block.
Nice, another Grave Chill, and that's gonna be a kill. First Blood goes to Innocence. Great.
I wonder if he's gonna go for boots. Because I think that would be a pretty solid call in this situation.
On the Visage, we'll see.
Yes, he does.
Just the boots.
Alright, so now things get a little bit easier. The thing that I was going to mention is, if he didn't get First Blood, Gravekeeper's Cloak may have been a little bit less useful against an A than other heroes because Chilling Touch plus an auto attack is 2 separate damage instances, not one unified damage instance, and so you take
Right.
off 2 layers with just 1 attack.
Yes.
And then obviously Cold Feet. Actually, I don't know if Cold Feet does enough DOT damage to take off any...
Definitely not
stats.
the earlier levels of it.
Yeah, not level 1, that's for sure.
And our last lane is the 1v1 between CTY's OD versus SRF on the Magnus. And of course, this should be, in theory, an OD favor lane. But look at the CS. The OD's behind significantly. I'm sure Empower helps a little bit. In fact, he's leveling up Empower to get the extra damage, but... Really?
Well, he has Empower plus Quelling Blade, so he's dealing like 80 damage per right click.
Yeah, but don't you
On
just
creeps, that is.
don't you just Astro him and then CS and stuff like that?
You don't have enough mana for that at level 1. You need more points in Essence Aura before you can reliably start doing that.
He's also leveling up Essence Aura, which I find generally you level up Essence Aura if you're looking to do the orb build. It's kind of interesting.
Nah, he needs all the regen he can so he can spam out the Astral.
All right, SRF loves to do this kind of. Wait, the creep too fast. Shockwave it. No, they run so fast. Come back.
He's not gonna go for the Shockwave, what a shame. What's the most irritating hero to go up against as a melee hero? So Void's against Omni. Would you say it's Omni, Ursa, or Tidehunter?
Monkey King.
Monkey King, okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
up there, right? Bat Rider, maybe?
But you kind of you can get close for last hits every once in a while against Monkey King. But
To a
I think
certain point,
Fury
right?
swipes last longer than Jingo. Yeah, well, yeah, to a certain
Yeah.
point.
And then once he gets phase boost, then things gets really
Yeah,
rough.
and it's curtains. But Faith Beyond's having a beautiful time. He's farming as much as the Omni Knight is. I mean, sorry, he's farming as much as the Magnus is.
Yeah. Well, it's good that they're having a good top lane, because that's the only lane that they're having a good time in. Chicken's getting absolutely wrecked by Sakata on the mid lane, and somehow, someway, SRF is getting farmed. He's gonna get the bounty rune. Is he gonna drag it to a creep wave? Looks like we're gonna see the long drag around.
Oh, he was stalling. He didn't want to show that Clockwork picked up the rune, so he was making sure that the creeps didn't get vision. As now Clockwork has been spending a lot of time mid, finished off Tranquil Boots, has an Arcane Rune, and 2 points in Battery Assault. So we'll see where he goes with this. Ideally, he finds the Shaker. If he finds the Shaker, that's a kill.
I do find it strange that SRF is doing this drag in a 1v1 matchup. I think that's exactly what he did in the first game as well, in the LC versus the
Leader
Monkey King.
Commander.
Yeah, but
Right.
it makes sense because you're up against the Monkey King. You don't want to, trade hits with him. But here, I think it's much more defensible. He has a poor man shield as well, so I don't know. I just find this super curious.
Well, OD has now gotten levels. He was taking advantage, because when he was in the Legion Commander matchup, he did it at level 1 because he didn't want to have to deal with Jingu. Here, he took some experience, laning against the OD, but now that OD's level 5 and Magnus is level 4, I can see why he's a little bit reluctant to continue that head-to-head match.
Well, speaking of head-to-head, Shadow Fiend in the mid lane. At least 20 denies.
At least.
Okay. Chicken checking the north side with the orb, but that means he doesn't have orb
Top
now.
lane, super.
Oh, that thought.
Going down to a fissure block.
Mid lane, double raises. The second raise gets phased. Chicken barely survives. Didn't watch that one, but looks like they just ran him down with the orb of venom and boots.
Yeah, and a good old-fashioned fissure block. Faith Beyond is getting so much out of this top lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, I guess on paper, EHOME does have a lot to go against Chronosphere, right? They got Guardian Angel, which of course will get diffuser bladed down the line. Stock fights runs right in, but doesn't seem like he'll get the jump. And also they have Defensive Astro as a way to save targets. That's probably the biggest and most reliable way. So I think learning from the game 1 mistake, which is basically IG, whenever they got Chrono, they got kills. They have multiple ways to save now.
Yeah. Assuming that they want to play together as a team, because the problem is your heroes need to be all together, and the best times for your heroes to be all together is when you're pushing. But EHOME does not push very well.
Or when you're defending,
I suppose, but you never really want to have to be in that situation where 5 of your heroes are defending, unless if you're at high ground. You want someone to be able to farming, and you usually want that someone to be your 1 position, which is going to be OD. There's now Shadow Fiend in the mid lane.
Koyo's gonna get used here, and I do believe this Shadow Fiend is dead. Silence gonna be there. He's gonna try to juke around. There's really nowhere for him to go. And he goes down. Maybe his time was better spent if he just raised that entire creep wave. Get that gold and...
Efficiency.
Yeah, he's gonna die anyways. There's a huge ass camp here. As a Shadow Fiend player, maybe you think about just teleporting there to clean that up.
Maybe, actually, yeah. I mean, if I was Shaker, I would totally Echo Slam that.
I don't even know if you can clear that with level 1 Echo Slam.
No, probably not.
Okay, Puck is moving up top here as Faith Beyond's giving him the hammer.
Oh, and they try to do a cute little pull,
Oh,
but
this one? Yeah.
it gets interrupted by Innocence.
Oh, they're gonna farm this. Oh my god. Ooh.
That feels good.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Oh, yeah,
attack.
claps.
Wait, Shadow Fiend's here. Faith Beyond's very low. Couple raises come in. They want Innocence. That's gonna be the kill. No! Grave Shield, he's walking so fast. That uphill miss, and he's out of there. He does have a TP. Can he juke around? But there's a haste rune on Sokka.
SF.
Oh. Alright. Shadow Fiend immediately goes up to full souls after that death. Very nicely done for him.
Still, I think that's absolutely worth committing the resources to bring the Puck up top to farm that camp. Especially seeing as that Puck is like, yeah, basically half the CS of Shadow Fiend right now. What's SRF been up to? Oh, he's got his Iron Talon.
Yeah, just
Stacking some ancients.
straight up jungling, using the
Bottom tower is
using the wood to the full efficiency.
Oh, but he's missing out on this camp. I mean, this creep wave experience.
Yeah.
Although maybe it's a good thing, because these Radiant wards indicate that they want to kill SRF when they get the opportunity, but he's playing so defensively that neither of these wards are really doing anything other than making CTY feel a little bit more safe farming as OD.
Right. I'm glad they now put Innocence on the bottom lane. I feel like Fabian's gotten all the help that he needed. Perhaps even maybe more help than he needed in the first place. And now he needs to look to get his own level 6. I definitely think you give him the tome if you can.
Innocence?
Yeah, because once he gets to level 6, he's actually the strongest hero on the map. Like, even stronger than some of the core heroes. The birds are just so insane.
And they're going to continue being pretty important, which is why I'm glad that Sakata's going to be going for a Dragonlance.
Yeah, going for that build that we mentioned the other day. We saw, I believe, Paparazzi going for that build, or was it somebody else?
I
It might have been
I think
actually
it was Paparazzi.
Sakata himself. Oh no, it was maybe playing the Shadow Fiend, right?
Sakata. Oh yeah, it was maybe Chronosphere. Right, oh man, that what a fissure though.
Dude, I actually messed up Shadow Fiend a little bit. Repel TP.
I did.
Needed to Guardian Angel. Oh, repel, then Guardian Angel, then TP. But
Oh yeah, that's true actually. He
He
might have
would've-
actually lived there.
yeah, he definitely would have lived. That's a
Yeah,
little
well, yeah. that's
picnic. If you did it in the other order, though, that would have been a little silly.
true. Flyby wants to keep going on Terran, but instead they're just gonna continue pushing this tower. They have a siege creep.
Koyo's gonna get used on the mid lane here, and the bird just flying over the cogs. No problem there. Easy kill.
Shadow Fiend wants revenge though, but a big soul assumption says get out.
So even though he does go for the Soul Assumption max, sometimes this isn't really like the build you go for. Sometimes you see player actually maxing out Gravekeeper's Cloak and keeping Soul Assumption at like 1 or 2 points. It's more important that your birds and your heroes survive than you actually nuking and killing people. I think the reason he's...
Yes, but they have such long-range initiation that like he's able to stay really far back in the fights, and his birds probably aren't going to be in the AoE of the cloak because you've got fissure range, you've got Dream Coil with Illusory Orb initiation. Chances are Innocence isn't going to be able to move fast enough to get in range to cloak his familiars. As one of them, oh,
Dire's middle tower
survive.
has been
Yeah.
denied.
No, actually, the range of your Gravekeeper is actually pretty long. I think the reason that he's gone for this build is because they have an OD, so that as the fight breaks out, like mana is not an issue. Normally, you don't max out your nuke because you might fire maybe 1 to 2 in a fight, and then you're just completely done. But this game, he doesn't need to worry about that as much.
I see Gravekeeper's Cloak as a 900 AoE as Terran gets the kill on Flyby with that fissure.
Yeah, 900 is pretty big, right?
Not really. That's like, well, it's standard aura range.
Yeah.
But Visage is slow as hell. 379 move speed with boots. Oh man, they're looking for super.
Dire's
Oh,
top
oh.
tower is
Super's
under
giving
attack.
them an old loop-de-loop. Oh, he's sweating.
Oh, oh. Meanwhile, smoke gank happening on the bottom side. Looks like Coil and the birds cleaning one up. Top lane fight breaking out here. Guardian Angel's used, but he's not doing nearly enough damage to repel TP. And
Oh, but he can't hit him.
yeah, they got him. I think with the 2 death that he had back to back, he's given away a big part of his lead.
That's okay. He forced out a chrono. Now you get to take this bot tower for free.
Are
Yep.
fortified.
So Innocence actually is the highest damage dealing pushing hero on the team as a position 5. So very Rasta-esque in terms of what he's doing for the team. Clockwork Hook.
Hook shot connects on the OD.
Need an Astro himself, but can't.
Can't get the cast off.
And now HYM. Any bashes? Nope, no bashes.
Yeah, that cast animation thing is going to be irritating not only for OD, but Omni Knight is going to have troubles with it, Earthshaker is going to have troubles with it, and I guess Visage won't really have troubles with it, but still, like, this battery assault is going to be very irritating for EHOME's players.
Yep, they really need to prioritize on 4 staff, so I'm going to look to the Visage finishing his medallion and then go back to the 4 staff. Fabian going for a 4 staff also isn't the worst idea, but looks like he's going to go for the relatively standard mech.
Yeah, again, we've noticed how they don't really have the best pushing lineup aside from the Visage, so anything that you can get to help, like a Mechanism or Greaves, you're gonna need that to be able to finally group up and take advantage of stuff like Guardian Angel and Dream Coil and Sanity's Eclipse.
Alright. Flyby, farming with that Mask of Madness and Empower. Oh, it looks like OD is gonna get a 4 staff as well. Pretty
Yeah,
standard
that's what I
build.
call.
Yeah.
Both the cores are going for pikes.
Radiant structures are
They
fortified.
glyph this. I don't think SRF has revealed that he has a Blink Dagger yet. So,
Oh, God.
wait, he's standing on the grading
Oh.
board.
Astro. No! The wrong one! The wrong one! And he immediately dies. Ice Blast preventing the heal from actually doing anything. Dogfights on the back line. And this team is absolutely surrounded. Skewer, no RP. RP still available. Not going to use it yet. They blow up the Shadow Fiend. SRF trying to pour it out. Can actually blow him up. Ooh! That calm under pressure.
Roman shield.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Could've
Somehow,
gone worse.
I think I wonder if CTI misclicked. Because I think if he Astro himself, he would have survived.
Maybe it's like some weird interaction with the cast animation, like, I don't know, if he is able to get it off on a target that isn't him or something. Because I feel like I saw him struggling again, and then you're just like, screw it, I'm gonna go for the clockwork to target, and somehow he pulled it off. Is that flyby? There is not very much mana on this shaker.
Fissure. The birds are coming in. Nice Rainy Rip, but defensive RP is gonna get used. Ice Blast gonna be here. Chronosphere making sure that Ice Blast hits. He jumps forward. That's 1 kill. Puck is already out of there. And the birds, one of them died immediately. And the other one will do so to a shockwave.
Dire's top tower is under
You
attack.
know, Puck is TPing out,
Alright.
and cancel it.
Good hold on that RP. Didn't use it in the last team fight, but definitely made it up here.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Although they won't have it for the siege now.
Dire's top tower
I don't
is
know
under
if EHOME
attack.
are going to be interested in defending it, though. It doesn't look like any of their teammates are reacting. Faith Beyond picks up a
Dire's top
TP,
tower has fallen.
but he's still not going.
Astro just got used to farm, so CTY's gotta be careful. Clockwork Hook's gonna hit. He won't have Astro, but he does have the 4 staff. And now Fissure, easy block. What a bait here. And now Dogfight's out of mana. He does have a wand,
Give me
but
the int. Give me the int.
there you go.
Oh, Dream Coil onto the AA. Yeah, he's dead.
Okay, good stuff. Alright, Solar Crest
Making some
completed.
solid moves, and they don't even have the Visage around. Usually whenever you see these random picks, it's compliments of familiars pouring in a bunch of damage, but it's just IGV, I guess, moving in a little too aggressively. It's now Cicada is all alone in his top lane.
Oh, we gotta be careful. This could be an easy solo kill by Visage. Okay, or not.
Omni Knight wasn't in position.
Yeah.
I was meant to have this.
Although
Oh,
it does force out a fair number of reactions. Go
by the
ahead.
way, this is why this is not the build. I don't know how good Innocence is as a Visage player, but I've talked to AI a lot about how to skill Visage. You definitely want your Grave Shield to be at level 2. In fact, he goes like 2/2/2 by level 7, which is absolutely ridiculous. But the second point of Grave Shield, I mean, you saw how he Grave Shield and the Shadow Fiend just walked away. You need higher level of Grape Chill, especially against high mobility heroes like Mask of Madness, Shadow Fiend. So, I still think that maxing out your nuke is not the way to go. I think he does more. Like you use your bird more than your nukes. But
yeah, but he was ideally looking for these kills early on in the landing phase, and he got a few Soul Ascension nukes off. I don't know if they contributed to any kills, as now Puck gets a kill onto the Clockwork, who was just doing some exploring. Actually, I don't know what Clockwork was doing.
I think he thought about warding.
He doesn't have any wards in his inventory, though.
Alright. Actual
And
ward.
the rest of the team is bot.
Terran, by the way, has Echo Slam. We'll use it immediately. Nice. Hammers dropped as well. Immediate kill. And now they have the Astro, but looks like Shadow Fiend will force staff himself out.
Odie has Blink. He can
Yeah.
blink for this, but he's not going to go for it. This is such a crazy mobile lineup that EHOME have. They have 3 Blink Daggers on their Earthshaker, Puck, and OD, and then a 4th staff on top of that for OD.
Over under on CTY blinking and Chronosphere.
You can't farm. Well, actually, you can farm faster. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Sorry. I don't remember what game it was last series that we had that OD blink into a Chrono, but it was his teammate's Chrono.
Oh,
So
no.
I'm gonna say 0.
Yeah, it was actually IGV. Flyby was playing Void. Sakata blinked into the Chrono.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
No, I mean him like dodging a Chrono with blink.
Oh,
think that's gonna happen?
Yeah, that's pretty likely. I find that very likely.
Alright, EHOME on the move. Echo Slam still on cooldown, but remember this ward that was giving them a lot of issue last game? They got this one. Ooh, the Fissure given away, but looks like it should be enough.
Once down.
Yep.
Homie was just trying to get some efficiency going from camp to camp.
Okay.
Can't do that. Can't do that when this ward's around on the map.
We're gonna go into Roche. That is the one other thing that Visage gives you. Quick Roshan early on. Solar Crest, birds.
Radiant's bottom tower
They're gonna trade bot tier 1 for it, but that's absolutely worth it. Especially because both the mid lane and the top lane are pretty heavily pushed, that they can convert this Aegis into a tower kill as well.
Tier 1 for Roche, one of the most
Yeah,
classic
okay.
trade. Okay, at least Omni Knight got the heal up, but now Clockwork.
Yeah, right before.
Ooh, nice 2-man hook. 2-man cog as well, but everyone jumps out of it. RP looks like it did hit on the hit on one, and now CTY looks like gonna get right click down as well. They don't get the trade. They lose the tower, and looks like they will lose the Roshan as well. They buy back the Omni Knight, coming back in. All right. 11 doing some work, and now the birds on Sakata Chronos for her. Really good one. Nice push away here on Terran, and now on the right side here, Innocence extremely tanky thanks to his cloak, and now it's going on the flyby on the right side. Clock's gonna go down. They got the Koi on flyby. Flyby is gonna take him down or get taken down as well. Good buyback here from Fabian. And now there's gonna be another buyback from Clockwork. Blink Echo on 2! Finchant Totem! And now they're gonna go on 1 kill. Can they get out the 2nd kill? Dogfight's in there, but this is gonna be a dieback as they struggle to kill anybody. 4 kills on Old Chicken. Visage, I want to check damage output right now. Visage, 5 position, did the most damage in that team fight. Whew.
That was nerves of steel coming out from EHOME, because OD had buyback available, but Faith Beyond went for the buyback. They recovered the Roche pretty well, because right now IGV don't have as much easy damage, and even though Super has a medallion, it's not as much as the Soul Crest to drop down the armor, even with the presence of the Dark Lord on SF. So they weren't able to go for the finish, and then after that you're still kind of in the fight, because you don't want to give it back to EHOME right after you just killed like 3 other heroes and forced out a buyback. But really smart positioning from Faith Beyond to come back into that fight, and Faceless Void only was able to chrono the Visage, and after that it was all over for IGV. And now Visage is in a strange spot.
Yeah. There you go.
Dire's top tower.
Oh,
Right away,
familiar.
Yeah, it's done.
Ooh.
Visage is surprisingly tanky, like in a 1v1 situation. And it seemed like, oh, you know, he got Chrono and the Void should kill him very quickly. Like, he didn't even come close to killing him. So, I think that was just a big whiff by the Void.
Yeah, again, sometimes it comes down to just having multiple damage instances to be able to burn off that Gravekeeper's Cloak. Something
Yeah.
like a Diffusal Blade might not be bad on Void, but
Sure.
for right now he does not do the damage.
I think he really needs to rely more on a team like, you know, Kofi being the big one, or Chilling Touch.
BKB has been completed on Cicada's Shadow Fiend, so he's gonna have a little bit more survivability specifically against this OD. Thing is that he needs to hope that he gets it off before this Earthshaker Terran is able to initiate, because right now Shaker's been getting some pretty godlike slams so far.
Yeah. It really helps that EHOME has a ton of heroes that you gotta watch out for. I mean, pretty much everybody on EHOME is a threat when it comes to initiation or just having the raw nuke damage. Visage, I think, working towards a Rod of Atos. Almost done. With it. Dogfights. Breaks the smoke.
Fire does not want to jump randomly uphill.
Oh, Echo Slam again! Oh, that RP!
On silence!
He thought about it, and now he just straight up dies as a free +1. Meanwhile, looks like CTY's in there. Okay.
Oh, the hook didn't connect on
That
the
creep?
range
That was a Bobo creep, man. He might die. No, he has Astro. Astro's himself. He's alive.
Oh my god, he's not even gonna lose the Aegis.
Yep. Now he gets healed back up. He's going right in. He's got the hammer. Is he gonna use it? No, Astro again. Jebaited. Dogfights.
Wait out the BKB.
Okay, now they TP him right to the birds. Dogfight will die to a sole assumption. BKB is running out. Puck moving forward. Coil is available. Aegis will trigger. They got the Astro to cancel the TP. EHOME running all over IGV, and that's gonna be yet another kill. Tsunami, I think we're going to game 3, man.
I think we are. That was a series of unfortunate events for IGV. It wasn't so much that Magnus was thinking about the RP, he was going for it, but the nuke damage from the silence that was meant for Void ended up stopping the interrupting cast animation of that RP. So he went down promptly after jumping in, and then I don't know what CTY was up to, or how he managed to survive that, but that one range creep pretty much saved his Aegis for the first few seconds of that fight, and after that, why not go for the fight? The rest of your team is turning around after killing Void and Magnus, which means that you don't need to worry about Chrono, you don't need to worry about RP. The rest of IGV is free pickings after that.
Did you see if OD had an arcane rune during that fight? It felt like he kept Astroing. Okay, I was like,
I think he did.
yeah, those Astro are coming off cooldown a little bit too fast.
Yeah.
And I guess that was one of the reasons why he went so aggressive, because when you have an arcane rune, well, you have Blink, Force Staff, Astro, right? Aren't you just like completely unkillable?
Dude, so are you telling me that Aghanim Scepter OD is viable, getting charges on your Astral? Is that the secret?
Oh, I've definitely
Being
seen it before.
OD?
Yeah, you could. I mean, the downside is that if you use the Astro offensively, then you can't use it for yourself. So, I mean, he probably won't go for it,
Two
but
of them.
yeah.
There you go. No, he's not gonna go for it, but I think the item is underrated a little bit.
It's less meme than one would imagine.
Oh man, Cicada.
Oh.
He is dead.
Yep. On point.
The Terran has been crushing it on this Shaker.
Yeah, man. SRF
No
trying to
pun
pour it out,
intended.
and now, oh, the bird
The
following
bird
it up.
TP?
All right, well, he is donezo.
No point bothering TP is now Faith Beyond.
Ice Blast
Solo Chrono.
coming in. It will miss.
Oh no, it's not on point.
Oh, okay.
He's dead.
That took
Nice
way
mana
more.
burn from the cogs.
That took way more than necessary.
You take what you can get as IGV right now.
But here's the thing:
It's
Chrono's
just
down, right?
one-
So
Yeah, I know, but like, the waves are sufficiently pushed out, and EHOME does not want to have to take a fight without having Guardian Angel.
Yep. So I mentioned earlier that Visage goes for Aghanims if your team isn't a good pushing lineup, which, if you kind of look at what EHOME's got, they got OD as a pushing hero, so this is really the precise item build that he should go for. I think I would prefer the Force Staff over the Rod of Atos, but either way, it's just good stuff.
Yeah, I still would have preferred the Force, but he wants to be pretty independent. He doesn't want to have to rely on his team. There's now dogfights. They don't have any vision. Oh.
Looks like it was a little bit of awkward blink here from OD.
Well, this ward just countered out a high ground observer here.
Yeah.
And so they were like, well, someone is... At least, like, 2 or 3 people are up here. But still, it's pretty ballsy going in for initiation right after you lose vision.
Might be one of those things that you're feeling yourself a little bit, yeah.
Gem on puck.
And this puck's been rich.
Yes, yes.
I mean, it's a mid puck, so it's more form than what you normally see these days. But
True,
still.
but it was a mid puck against an SF who was doing pretty dominant against
Yeah.
this puck.
Curious to see what OD is gonna get as well. I like to see something like an armor item. I heard an Echo Slam going somewhere. It's gonna be on an AA. That seems like a little bit overkill. Flyby.
T onto the familiar. They see the flyby, they have the gem.
Yeah, they're nuking him down, but they don't have the burst damage. Chrono, he's thinking about it, and he's out of there. Meanwhile, on the back line here,
Nice RP.
RP gets a couple, but Fissure even a little bit better, and Flyby trying to get off the Chrono. He's gonna just die to the birds. Meanwhile, it looks like it's gonna be Fabian pushing the bottom lane. He's gonna be hitting the tier 3s. If they could get some TP cancel here, that's gonna be huge here. SRF is gonna make it home. I don't think Puck had it. Oh, Puck had Yules, but
He had a Yules.
couldn't actually get vision.
Man, that was such a sick RP, but so well reacted by EHOME. The Fissure just blocks off that little bit of cast animation so that the RP wore off, and then after that, Void was just like, well, I don't know what the... Oh, Yules cancel on Clockwork. He's gonna go down in this top lane.
Easy takedown here as well.
I was the harbinger.
Item flying in for OD. I'd like to see him go armor. Is that armor items?
Yeah,
Not sure.
Shiva's Guard would be nice.
Yeah. I mean, he
Shiva's Guard would be really good.
pretty much only dies to like Chrono and right clicks from the Shadow Fiend, right? Okay, the birds are coming in. The birds are dropped, and now, ooh, okay, BKB's gonna get used right now here on the Shadow Fiend. Innocence looks like he'll die very quickly. He does resummon the birds though, and now OD jumps back out. Shadow Fiend looking for the Requiem.
Oh my god.
And
This
OD's
Void
already
wants
out.
to Chrono so bad, but he can't ever get to anyone.
OD's got Arcane Orb, or Arcane Rune. Sorry, again.
Yeah, he's broken and slamming.
Man, this Faceless Void is being juggled around like a ping pong ball in these fights.
I know. I would be furious right now, because that OD should have been dead. Flyby had all the positioning ready for just one quick time walk, but first Puck silences with the Waning Rift, then after that immediately follows up with the Yules just to waste 2.5 more seconds, and then did go for a Dream Coil, but it didn't connect on Flyby, but still it was enough to save the OD.
Yep. I want to point out that HYM is finishing up a Shadow Blade as well, so if you think that he's a menace, he will continue to do so. Has a 15 talent of plus 50 damage, which amplified by the enchant totem that's like plus 200 damage. Seems legit.
Oh man, he really wants someone to farm this top creep wave, but right now IGV are just 5-man jungling as they systematically deward their entire jungle so that they can get a safe smoke off.
Did they get a
it's
gem
a-
or something? No, it looks like they're just using
No, there's
sentries.
just a bunch of sentries. Yeah. And then Visage puts up his favorite ward. Dude, this ward.
Oh no.
Is now gonna kill off OD.
AA, his smoke popped immediately and he just dies. And now SRF, okay, pops a shrine. Don't think the Radiant team want to fight into that.
They're still staying here though.
Roshan is gonna get soured. Oh man, it's gonna come back right now.
It's almost max duration, so they're bound to check it now.
Alright, they do see it.
Chrono is up, RP is up, Ice Blast won't be up for 10 seconds, and that should be enough time. They won't be able to get this Roche that fast, so... I don't think EHOME can just go into this. They need to either find a pick, or just dedicate, like, a few heroes outside the pit.
They are up by 16 gold, but I think there is a possibility that IG could just win a
16
team
gold
fight.
is not very
Well,
much.
16k gold, sorry. I mean, they still have the wombo combo, but it seems like IGV does not want to challenge it.
I can't even believe there's not an Ice Blast being sent into the pit right now.
I don't think they
They have a Clockwork Flare.
Well, they did.
And
Yeah.
EHOME are like terrified now, but there's no reaction.
Oh, it's gonna be a big problem. But now OD has Aegis and a Scythe, and the cheese.
And cheese. Just slap another Arcane Rune on him, and he can basically 1v5. Actually, no, he
mean,
doesn't have a BKB, so he can't 1v5 quite yet.
When
but
he blinks in and hexes your face is void, what do you do?
cry.
Pretty much.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh, will the familiar get the deny on this bot tower?
Nice.
Big plays.
So far, this gem on the puck has been super effective.
Yeah, it really has. It's not often that you'd see. Well, I guess mainly part of the reason was because Void went for this Shadow Blade, so it was like double efficacy. Not only are you going to be able to get rid of all these wards, but you're also going to be able to find this initiation because Void did not go for that Blink Dagger that so often seems to be the initiation item of choice.
I think Shadow Blade's better. I mean, maybe not in this game because he's getting countered really hard, but in general, you want a little bit of damage.
Yeah, mainly because the only reason I think it's better this game is because he should be having a Magnus to be the one initiating.
Right.
And so if your Magnus is the one with the blink power, then you can get away with just having Shadow Blade follow up. But Magnus has not been really finding that many RPs, and that's not any fault of SRF. He just has not been given the opportunities by EHOME.
Okay, well, he's looking for one right now. SRF moves
No
forward.
vision, though.
Dogfights, Hex, Fissure, and SRF does not want to spend the RP to save.
Void is feverishly pushing out this bot lane with the time that he has. Oh, he's going for the full siege creep. Oh, he sees all of Radiant mid, so yeah. They're gonna go for high ground.
Alright, Visage Birds, 3 of them, flying in mid. It's gonna be a slow push until the birds join in. RP, Hex immediately, so no skewer backwards, and now the birds are coming in. They stun up the Shadow Fiend, the BKB now gets activated, trying to kill Innocence, but he's actually not doing any damage. Chronosphere is gonna be on top, and now it hits 3, pretty good stuff. Still focusing on the Visage, but he tanks through all of it, and now the BKB ends. Sakura gets focused, Hammer gets dropped, nobody dies, because you don't focus the Visage. Somebody translate.
Solar Crest evasion.
Somebody translate Gravekeeper Cloak to Chinese and send it to my man Sakata, or not Sakata, Flyby. Oh my god, that's...
What else is he gonna do though? I mean, he had his BKB duration, but whoever you go on is going to get astraled.
No, the
And
OD got
so
caught. The OD got caught.
CTY didn't even care. That was after the chrono, but like for the first, I guess like after the time walk in, Magnus died, and then Faceless Void was like, I'm just gonna hit whoever I can hit.
Yeah.
Innocence was the closest person, and CTY was like, that's cool, you can hit my Visage, I'm not even gonna bother astraling. Then the chrono came out and CTY did get caught,
Yeah.
but then the lowest target was still the Visage, so
I
either you
mean-
go for a max health OD, or you go for a half HP Visage.
Half HP Visage is actually tankier than a full HP. I'm not kidding. When you have 20, like when you have 17 armor, a ton of evasion, and the cloak.
Well, you don't know how many cloak stacks he had. at
He
that
had,
point.
well, look at how much damage he took. Like, the
Might have
Requiem,
been evasion, you never know.
the Requiem did choke off a couple layers of that cloak, but yeah.
It's a good draft by EHOME, that's for sure. I was a little bit... I won't say I was skeptical, but these were not meta picks. Like, we have not seen Visage a single time throughout these qualifiers. We have not seen Omni Knight a single time throughout these qualifiers. And honestly, I don't really know how effective the Omni Knight has been. He went for an Aghanim Scepter Blink, so that seems like two contradictory items. The slam comes down, 100 seconds, GG instantly called.
Good thing we paused for that.
I'm glad we did. Super.
Oh,
The hammer's so close. Wow. Game 3 en route as EHOME claim